So the New England Patriots had the greatest coach of all time retire, and then replaced him with maybe his ultimate disciple, Gerard Mayo. Mayo played his entire NFL career with the New England Patriots and was hired in 2019 to start coaching with them. Now, truthfully, this shocked me. Before this move was announced, I was under the thought process that Mike Vrabel would be announced as the next head coach. I'm not saying this move is good or bad. We are yet to see how Mayo does as a head coach. He has had many head coaching requests, many head coaching interviews, and as we found out today in his contract, if Belichick wants to retire, he was to be named the next head coach. This is a very similar situation to Bill Parcells writing in his contract with the New York Jets that Bill Belichick would be named the next head coach if he retired. So that's a pretty cool stamp of approval that Parcells had Belichick and Belichick had Mayo. Now that we're done talking about the past, though, what does the future hold for Mayo? Well, they have to draft a quarterback. They have the third overall pick in the NFL draft right now, so they can possibly even trade up to first if Chicago wants to make a move, but the Patriots are in a good spot. They are in a position to draft Drake May or Jaden Daniels. I doubt Caleb Williams would be there at 3, but if he is, that'd be an amazing pickup for them. Now, this whole Gerard Mayo thing comes as a little bit of a shocker because we did not know how much say he had in the organization. But if he was the head coach in waiting, it's a pretty fair assumption to assume he had a big say in the defense. And this defense is loaded, especially with the most recent draft taking Keon White and Christian Gonzalez. And if I have a guy pounding his fist on the table to draft those men, he's got my full endorsement. Now, the big question is, though, what does he do on the offense side of the ball? You can have the franchise quarterback on the roster next season, but it depends on what OC he selects for the development of the player. Does he stick with Bill O'Brien? Do they bring back Josh McDaniels to New England again? Or do they go somewhere else? We don't know the reasons of why guys are going to go to New England yet. They could come for the quarterback, or they could come because they're going to establish something brand new there. We don't know what his staff's going to look like entirely. It could be a whole new Patriots staff, or it could be something similar under Belichick. Mayo could go hire a guy from the Kyle Shanahan tree, like a Clint Kubiak, which I recommended for Brian Flores, or he could stay in-house. We don't know yet, but what we do know is Gerard Mayo is the successor to maybe the greatest coach in sports history in Bill Belichick. And if that man has a stamp of approval on him, then I have no reason to not have an approval of this move.